Dream a Lily Dream. Wow. I mean, wow. Where do I begin with this episode? I mean, well, not only I'm in the perfect satire, because this episode is, in a dream, is mostly about dreams, and it's night, so I'm in PJs, and look at that! A Superman t-shirt. I'll be happy about that, Jose. So, Dream a Lily Dream. I mean, where do I begin with this episode? So, let's talk about the plot. I mean, the plot of the episode features Lily having nightmares of Lisa's old experiments. It's up to the other Louds, Lincoln, Lenny, Lynn, Lola, and Lisa, to enter Lily's dream to stop these nightmares from ever happening again. And honestly, this episode is bizarre. I mean, it has like a lot of callbacks. It had a callback to I'm thinking about the episode where the Louds like go on a strike with all the chores and whatnot, and features like this trash character, and then the episode No Guts No Glory, Lisa created this octopus like monster which they gave a name called Tentacle. And in the episode, Blinded by Science, where Flip is mostly this weird, has a lot of weird, mutations. I mean, that's a lot of callbacks. Like, 3 callbacks. And honestly, this feels like a Savano episode that Chris Savano made. Because, A, it had a fight cloud, which the Savano era is most famous for. It featured the Louds protect, like, caring for each other, just like, which I kind of liked. And even though this episode kind of feels like a supernatural episode, it's mostly slice of life. So, with the Dream Machine, that is out of the ordinary. It's not real, but I'll let it slide. And speaking of the Dream Machine, wow, that was amazing. The Dream Machine, I mean, that has to be one of the most epic things that Lisa has ever invented. Like, and I love the setup where they get ready to go into Lily's dream and I love the fact when Lisa like puts on the helmets that cause them to fall asleep. They fall asleep in an instant. I mean, and speaking of which, I kind of like the idea where the other Louds who are outside of Lily's, who are outside watching Lily, they also like stop the fact that I kind of like the fact where they go whenever there's like a disturbance, they just like go outside and just like take care of it. Rita with Mr. Krause. That part got me. Oh wow, that part was funny. Oh wow. And the action like the action with the link with the Loud to our Lily's dream, taking care of the nightmares. I mean, wow, that was action packed, and when the fact and the ending. The ending. I mean, when after like Lily saved Lisa, and when she said that she wasn't afraid anymore, she it cuts like to early in the morning where Lily wakes up and she sees Lisa sleeping, and she would go, and Lily would go to her, and wow. And when she said, "I dreamt about you," to Lisa, that part got me crying, man. I mean, I should have recorded I should have recorded that part. I didn't think about it. But wow. I have nothing else to say about this, but wow. Just wow. Best of the best. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Wow. I think after the Loud House movie, I think I've grown more closer to these characters than ever before. And I just want to say, thank you, Louds, for making me be a part of your family. I'm the Cartoon Fighter, and sweet dreams.